Welcome to Press Media of India PMI. I am Syed Yaqut Hussain on the news desk, and here is the presentation for today's headlines. A new Quran printed by Wasim Razvi is out and will be available soon in the market. Harishchandra stated Congress government sold 88,500 acres of land during 2004-2014. New collector Pamela Satpathy takes charge in Bhongir. PM Narendra Modi and his ministers meet twice in 4 days ahead of likely cabinet rejig. Ram Mandir Trust hits back at critics on land price controversy. Itala Rajinders safely lands in Hyderabad after escaping from narrow accident. CGI NV Ramana visits Yadgiri Sri Lakshmi Nara Sima Temple. News are in detail now. UP Shia Central Waqf Board member and its former chairman Wasim Rizvi has printed and self-published the first compilation of what he has called the real Quran. Rizvi said he will send the book to the All India Muslim Personal Law Board AIMPLB chief. Rizvi's book has omitted 26 Quranic verses that he claims were promoting terror. He claimed that these verses were added after the death of Prophet Muhammad. Earlier, the Supreme Court had levied a fine of Rs 50,000 on Rizvi and dismissed his plea. Seeking the apex court's intervention into removing these 26 verses, he has refiled the petition in the Supreme Court. In a video, Rizvi said, I have printed the first real Quran, how it should have been after Prophet Muhammad. I will send this copy AIMPLB chief to study so he may realize how much of a difference this book will make to end terrorism and violence. He added that he has also sent a copy of the new Quran to the Prime Minister with a request that it should be made a part of the curriculum in all madrasas, and he said it will be available in the market soon. Finance Minister T. Harishchandra put the opposition Congress on the mat on Monday, stating that the Congress government in undivided Andhra Pradesh had sold 88,500 acres of land during its tenure between 2004 and 2014, hitting back at the two main opposition parties, including BJP, for opposing the Telangana government's decision to sell government lands to raise money for implementation of welfare schemes and development projects without any interruption. The minister accused the leader of the opposition in the state assembly, Mallu Bhatti Vikramarka, of criticizing the government for political gains. New district collector Pamela Satpathy noted that development could be achieved in the state government's schemes are implemented properly. On Monday, she met the outgoing collector Anita Ramchandran at the collector's guest house in Bhongir and presented a sapling to her. Pamela said that she is happy to take charge from senior IAS officer Anita Ramchandran and added that she would like to work as her predecessor. Expressing pleasure over her appointment as the collector of the spiritual district, she promised to put in all efforts to discharge her duties effectively. The outgoing collector Anita Ramchandran thanked all the employees in the district for extending their cooperation during her tenure. The employees of the district collector met the new collector and presented a bouquet. Though there is no official word on Union Cabinet expansion of reshuffle so far from the center, there is speculation as the Prime Minister Narendra Modi has held two continuous meetings with party's top brass and two separate groups of ministers in a span of 4 days. Some in the Bharatiya Janata Party requesting anonymity mentioned that PM's meeting with his cabinet colleagues are nothing more than routine affairs only to know what is going on in their ministers and the future growth plan amid the COVID-19 crisis. The Prime Minister is learned to have taken stock of the work done by the government in the last 2 years and discussed various other issues, said a source. Both the brainstorming sessions, one on Friday last week and the second on Monday, were held at the Prime Minister's 7 Lok Kalyan Marg residence. The sources said that both interactions of cabinet ministers with the Prime Ministers lasted for nearly 5 hours each. The Ram Janambhoomi Trust has issued a factual report on the controversial land deal explaining the price difference of the plot of land in Ayodhya that has come under scrutiny. The Sri Ram Janambhoomi Tirth Kshetra Trust has sent its report to the center, BJP and RSS explaining the price difference. The Ram Temple Trust has said the charges are being concocted by BJP's rivals. In a statement, the Ram Temple Trust has said the plot of land is located next to the road approaching the Ram Janambhoomi Mandir and is a premium value of land. A war of words erupted between the BJP and the opposition parties on Monday over allegations of corruption in the purchase of land in Ayodhya by the Ram Temple Trust, with the Congress demanding a Supreme Court monitored probe and the Saffron Party terming it as an attempt to defame and derail the temple construction. The Trust General Secretary Champat Rai had dismissed the allegation as politically motivated and aimed at spreading disinformation. Itala Rajinders team escaped from a narrow accident. Apparently, Itala Rajinder and his colleagues boarded an aircraft to Hyderabad from Delhi, but the pilot noticed a technical problem during the takeoff. It is already known that Itala joined the BJP party in Delhi on Monday. The team flew back to the state on a special flight today. Finally, Itala and his team reached Hyderabad a few minutes ago with a delay of 1 hour. Itala and his team received a warm welcome from the BJP party leaders, and even state BJP leader Bandi Sanjay was along with Itala on his Delhi trip. Itala Rajinder's crew arrived safely in Hyderabad. Itala went straight to his Shamirpet home after landing at the airport. As Chief Justice of India N.V. Ramana visits Hyderabad for the first time after taking the charge of CGI, he received a grand welcome from the Telangana government. Today morning, he and his wife paid a visit to Yadadri Sri Lakshmi Narasimha temple and gave prayers. Ministers Indrakaran Reddy and Jagadish Reddy gave a warm welcome to the CGI who came to Yadadri this morning. The Chief Justice was met at the freshly built VVIP guest home on the hill. They will have breakfast at the VVIP guest house from 9:45 a.m. to 10 a.m. and then CGI will then return from the Yadadri temple at 10 a.m. along with Chief Justice of India N.V. Ramana, CM KCR and Governor Tamila Sai were expected to visit Yadadri. Their tour was cancelled due to unavoidable reasons. Chief Justice of India N.V. Ramana reached Yadadri by road at 8:30 a.m. They went directly to the newly built VVIP guest house on the Gutta. Thank you for watching PMI News Hyderabad.